Okay. We're back. Huh, that camera is a lot further than I thought it would be. Alright, so let's move that clip. Whoa, I'm peeking. Nice. Let me turn myself down a tiny bit. Okay. Let's also turn the music down. There we go. Okay, hopefully I don't peek again. Let's try from over here. Yeah, okay, that's looking good. And am I able to zoom that camera in at all? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Then I'm just gonna be really small, apparently. That's okay. I'm small anyways. Alright. So we'll tilt this so that tiny bit closer to the action. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, hopefully this is a lot better than previous streams. I only got about an hour today before I have to get going. But then later tonight, I do plan on doing some more streams. So last we left off, I just started with the electrical, and we found out that I ran out of this piece here, which I need to continue the whole setup. So today we are continuing that. We're going to continue to assemble that. I went ahead and on my belt printer, I printed out a few pieces, and these actually turned out pretty good. Camera's not going to focus, but yeah, these turned out pretty good. These were made out of PETG, where everything else here is made of ABS, but that's fine. This is going to be a part of the printer that actually doesn't experience a lot of heat, so PETG is perfectly fine material to use, and it's also in galaxy filament. So it's shiny and blue, and actually matches the rest of my assembly here quite well, surprisingly. So let me go ahead and just get started here. Got a few folk who really want to see me live stream earlier, so I'm going to make sure I get this shared out to them. It's not as cold today, and that's probably because I'm actually doing this during the day and not at night when it gets fucking cold as shit. I hate it when you hear noises in the background and you're just like, what is that? What could that be? Yo. Yo. Just so you know, you're on a live stream.
Is anyone watching?
I think one or two, maybe.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna ask if you wanted to be a bank real quick with me and trade me a couple dollars. I literally just need to trade $2 single so I can pay my.
Can we talk about it while I'm not on air?
I gotta pay my college.
Oh,
is that cool?
we'll talk about it off air.
How long? When's that?
An hour.
Alright, I'm gonna be in a meeting at school now. Guys, text it.
Yeah. Though I'm using my phone as a camera, so.
Oh.
Sorry.
How's the build going?
It's going great, actually. We're very close to getting it done and actually working. Tonight, I might actually have it running.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nose is cold. Yeah, welcome to the start of the stream when I just go around and share that I'm streaming to friends and colleagues. Is there a... Oh. Okay. I'm cold. I'm very cold. Okay. I'll send that to anybody else? I don't know. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. I think that'll be it. Okay. So, now that we got that out of the way. So where we left off was we were putting these brackets onto a few of these. We were attaching these to those brackets. So let's get back to that. Okay, so here is my screwdriver. I have to bring all of the bits over here just so I don't lose them. Okay. I believe these take the smallest bit I got right now. Yes, that's their size. Okay. I'm hoping these hold up. The PETG I use on my belt printer, it's not been great as of recent. That's because it's been actually exposed to the elements for quite a bit now. So it hasn't been great, but it's printed. And that's the important part. It is functional, and as long as it's functional, I'm happy. So no real complaints with that. My belt printer really has just been an absolute legend all around when it comes to what it is that I'm doing. Funnily enough, my belt printer has become one of my more reliable printers. But I absolutely expect that to change once this is done. This is probably going to become, because of its speed, this is likely going to become my daily driver. Before this, my daily driver was the FL Sun V400, but that suffered some problems, and as a result, I have not been able to use it because it's been broken, and I'm waiting on replacement parts to actually fix it. But until those arrive, my daily driver has kind of been both my Flash Forge and my belt printer. So, you know, hey, whatever works. I've kind of abandoned most of my Creality printers. I still have a V2 that I think we're gonna get back to. I still have an S1, and I still have a, what's it called? An Ender 2 Pro. The Ender 2 Pro I modified to use an SKR mini board and a E3D Revo, but I haven't actually gotten good performance out of it. So, like, I can't print with anything smaller than a 0.6 nozzle because it can't push the filament through, which is really weird, especially when I use a brand new clean nozzle. And the same extruder I'm using worked perfectly fine with the Creality hot end. So it's something's funky, and I don't know what. I think I need to. I don't know. I'm gonna revisit it. That actually was one of the last things I worked on before I kind of went on hiatus for a bit because it kind of killed my my drive for a bit. It was one of those projects where everything went extremely well until it didn't, and then when it didn't, it was just like, what am I doing? So. Well, Pure, if you're still watching, it's because you have to be a subscriber for 1 minute. The reason I have that set is because, sadly, whenever I live stream, I get targeted by those really, really annoying spam bots that have their name as URLs and it's just porn links. So I have it set to you have to be a subscriber for 1 minute in order to actually message. That just helps avoid issues. So, yay, Twitter bot problem, or not Twitter, YouTube bot problems. It's annoying. Okay. So, I got this done. Let's see. So he's clipping everything together. Okay, so he attached. How did he attach that? Okay. That doesn't answer my question. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're attaching this module here. This is the breakout board for the hot end. And we're just slapping it on here. It technically doesn't matter. No, actually, well, I see the orientation they did. They did it like this. Okay. It doesn't really matter the orientation that you use. At least not extremely. Welcome, Ash. No, it's okay not to understand what's going on, but, you know, I am happy to teach. That's kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing a live stream, so that if you have any questions about what it is I'm doing, I can actually explain what's going on. 3D printing was something I've always been interested in for years, ever since the technology became widely available back in the 2010s. And I knew nothing about it at the beginning of this year. And, you know, I know so much now. And I don't know everything, but I know a lot, and I'm very happy with what I know. First question, are the parts for that also 3D printed because they look like it? Yes! So, Voron, this is a Voron printer. So the idea of Voron is very much in line with what's called the RepRap project. Now, the RepRap project is kind of the project that brought 3D printing to the mass market. And what the RepRap project is, it is the pursuit of a printer that can print itself. So a printer that can print another printer. And obviously, save for, you know, some of the obvious things like motors and stuff, you can't necessarily print those. But the idea is a printer that can print itself. So Voron, you build a printer and you print all the parts you need to assemble it. So a lot of the things like, can't really show, actually, so a lot, actually, like this part right here, that is a completely 3D printed part. And a lot of the components, like this bracket right here that holds all of this together, that's also 3D printed. A lot of the components that go into the kinematics of this whole system are 3D printed. Now, the idea is that obviously you source all the metal parts so that you can have a nice, reliable printer. But with Voron, my favorite part is that so they have a thing called print it forward. So obviously you can't build a printer that requires 3D printed parts without a 3D printer. So for Voron printers, they have something called print it forward. Now what print it forward is you build your Voron and then you get your Voron certified, and then you can print Voron parts for other people to build their Vorons. And it is a print it forward program, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Because it embraces the ideology that a Voron is built with Voron parts. It's built by Vorons. It's absolutely wild. So all of this material here, this is all what's called ABS. ABS is not an easy material to work with. Most 3D printed things you see on YouTube and whatnot are printed out of PLA. PLA is a very easy type of plastic to work with, and it is somewhat biodegradable. With major asterisks on biodegradable part, it's only biodegradable in an industrial furnace and an industrial composting machine. So it's biodegradable, it won't degrade in your backyard. So you can't use it unless you send it to an industrial composter. Anyway, so the other material that I work with is called PETG. And PETG is essentially the same stuff that soda bottles are made out of. So how do you find a place that does that? There's a bunch. Oh, for recycling. So it is difficult. It's difficult to find places that will recycle all of that, but you can find them. They exist. It's a little bit tricky. You have to kind of do research on what your local area supports. So I'm going to go ahead and swap my camera here, as it's time to do some more assembly. It's rare to find one. Most people just remelt it and mix. Yeah, that is also an issue. So it is somewhat rare to find industrial composting. It's, I believe, a little bit easier to find in higher population areas, so like cities. It can be somewhat easier to find, but that's because there's more industrial in those areas. And there's more demand for industrial composting. But in small rural areas, it's likely just a landfill. So there is not. So for me, I actually hold on to every single piece of printing scrap because I do plan on someday in the future getting a filament recycler. So you can actually recycle your filament. You just have to grind it down, melt it back down, and reform it into filament. So I've been keeping every failed print, every piece of material. I have like 2 boxes full of it, but I hold on to it because I plan on recycling it myself. Yeah. Not familiar with who Scout is, but yeah. Shit. How does... That's going to be going there. And this is going to be going there as well. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Levantis. Yeah, that is kind of the really cool part about 3D printing is that you can self-recycle stuff. I love it. I love that this can very much be a hobby in which there's no waste material as long as you do everything correctly. So they put this unit, let me move this. they put this right around here, so I'll do the same. Yeah, that works pretty good. Actually, I'm surprised by that print. I didn't think it came out that good, but looks like it came out a lot better than I thought. Okay. Hey, what's up, Watt? Okay. So, does this have an orientation? I'm not sure if this actually requires a specific in or out, which concerns me. Oh, yeah, no, there is. There's an input and a load. So, considering that the input is right here, so here's the actual outlet. So, this is going to likely go from here. This is the AC outlet. Goes into here, so we want this to be, yeah, so 4 and 3 here, that's the input. And then that is going to go to our system here. So let's go ahead and get that installed right there. There we go. It's not going anywhere. Okay. What is next, my good friend? What are its pronouns? Oh, the printer? I don't know yet. So I'm thinking of it being a her. So I want to. So obviously, I'll just turn the camera for a second. So I love space. Fucking love space. Space is phenomenal. And the new Artemis mission is a major inspiration for me. And just really brought pride into my heart. That we're going back to the moon. So I'm thinking of naming this Artemis after the new mission. The only problem is I have a FlashForge Artemis printer, so that would just get confusing. So I'm thinking of going a little old school and naming it Apollo. So it would be a him in that regard, but I'm not sure yet. I have not decided on a name. So I don't know. But I will think of one. And I will... yeah, I'm literally Space Core in human form. I fucking love space so much. Oh, okay, so this is starting to get... Okay, so now... Ooh, time for a fun part! Oh boy. Alright, we're going to take this camera, lift it up over this power cable. We're going to put you over here so you can get a good view of the octopus, which is this board here. Because now it's time for us to install. I will put this camera so you can actually see me. Hello. Time for us to install these wonderful machines. Say hello to the motor controllers. So these are motor controllers. Let me actually bring it a little closer here, so you can actually kind of see my face here. Hello, I'm talking to you through a printer. So these, ooh, fancy. These are motor controllers. These are really small and really delicate. But these, essentially, are what control the actual motors themselves and allow them to move and do whatever it is they need. So, this, I might take this board off to do this. Not sure yet. Oh, did they make a astronaut Snoopy? But I want the one that's actually designed off of the one that's going to the moon. I don't want just a generic astronaut. I want the one that is going to the moon, or at least the one that's of the same design. Because I saw Hallmark made a generic astronaut one, but not an Artemis one. And that kind of upset me. But hey, the Artemis mission just launched, so you know what? Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to take this down here to work on it. So I'm going to swap the camera over. Because I don't want to actually mess any of this up. And I have a sneaking suspicion that I very well might mess something up. So give me a second here, guys. I will swap the camera over. We'll say we're about 26 minutes into our stream. I only have about 40 minutes left before I have to get going. But I will be streaming again later today. Where's the scene with my phone camera? Did it? Oh, it disconnected. Come on. Really? There we go. I'm using my phone as a camera because it has a very good sensor. So might as well use what's good, right? Okay. So, as you can see here, we have all of these slots. These wonderful little things are going to just literally clip right into the top there. But I want to make sure I'm doing it right, so I'm going to wait until I watch this thing. Because I also want to make sure I put on all the correct pins and wire. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Wait, it said remove jumpers? Hold up. Okay. Oh boy, that's a lot of text. Okay. Remove the jumpers in the driver sockets. I don't know where that is. What? Remove the jumpers in the driver sockets. Is that these round things? Remove all the jumpers in the diag header. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this guy do this. Okay. Okay, so I don't actually have tweezers to do this, so I'm just going to. There we go. Yeah, that worked. So we're removing just 2 of the 4 jumpers here, not removing all of them. This is going to be tedious as hell, Jesus. Yeah, I want to just hold this in an orientation that makes it easier for me, but I also want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Because, you know, that's how YouTube works, right? Hashtag not using the right tool for the right job. Okay, so a little black thing I'm taking off. So these are what's called jumpers. So you can kind of see the glimmer, that little gold glimmer at the tip of it, right there. There you go, you can see that. So what these are, they're little black hoods, essentially. But they have a wire that goes right across the top. And if you notice on this board, you see all these pins? Essentially what a jumper does is it connects the 2 pins, so they're actually just a circuit. They just connect. These are used very commonly on motherboards to control a setting, to act as a switch. So you can remove them to change the configuration of the motherboard by changing the circuitry, essentially. It's actually pretty cool. I don't really know the purposes of removing these specifically, but it definitely has something to do with how the board operates. So by removing these, we're essentially telling the printer, or we're essentially telling the machine specifically what it is that we're trying to do. Oh, slang. Message God. Tech is like fucking wizardry. Yeah, it is. I just have to approve that message. There we go. So we got all of those removed. Wait, which one did you just remove? Or are you putting it on? Oh, you're putting it on? Okay. Hold up. Back the fuck up. Alright, so there's one here. There's a really small one right here. So, okay, so he removes this one and moves it over to him. So we're going to do that same thing here. So we're going to remove this one. And then we're going to just drop it back down 2 pins over. There we go. So, yeah, we just changed the setting. So now the printer knows, okay, hey, I'm taking this path, so I'm going to be doing this jazz instead of the original, for whatever reason. Okay, puts that back in, and then you just remove that, you don't put it anywhere else, okay? I won't question you. Friendly Canadian. Once again, shout out to Maple Leaf, Maple Leaf Makers for making the guide that I'm following. Wait, that was it? Is that it? I see a bunch of Johns right there. Too far, too far, too far. This is concerning. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna move on. So, yeah, it is strangely simple once you understand how all the pieces work together. Like, it seems like fucking black magic, but it's mechanical in nature. I'm looking dry? What do you mean I'm looking dry? You mean I'm not thirsty? Sober? What do you mean? Are you telling me I need to drink more water? I need to, okay. Just pop that on there. Fancy. I'm assuming we're just popping these in. Yep. Oh. How can you see how chapped my lips are? What? They're not that chapped. What the hell? Use sandpaper for lips, be a man. Ow, ow. It's so easy. There we go. I just gotta do that a crap ton more times. This is going to be very, very invigorating. Just me the next minute or so peeling heat sinks, applying them, and then moving on to the next, and also making sure that my OCD doesn't drive me up the fucking wall by accidentally placing one of these in the wrong orientation. Did I say that? take all these out. So, not like spending time doing that. Anything else in these boxes? Nope. Okay. Prep work. It's some of the most important work that you can do when it comes to any project. Saves you time, saves you energy, doesn't really save you money. Unless you fuck up royally, and then it could save you. There we go. Got it! I found it. I didn't lose it. I swear. I didn't drop it. That's a false. That's a myth. Dare you assume that I drop things. I'm not a heathen. Look at all them red cables. Look at all those chickens. You know, everyone's right. When our generation comes senile, we're just gonna be fucking spouting off memes and fucking vines that are long dead. We're all gonna be in a senior home, and then someone's gonna say something, and then half the senior home is just gonna turn around and go like, "Look at all those chickens," but like in a really old senile voice. Look at all those chickens. Oh Lord. Is that what I have in store for me? I'm not sure if I want to live that long. You know, as they say, you live long enough to become a hero, or to see yourself become a villain. You know what would really suck? I accidentally plugged one of these in just a pin over. That would be terrible. I have to go back through, plug all these in. Genuinely. I am tempted to orient one of these heat sinks the wrong direction, just so when I post a picture of the completed build, people will look at it and be like, "You monster." I'm like, haha, yes, I angered you. Well, it looks like actually one of these heat sinks is just a little crooked, so you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Intentional or not. Sally Ride? I'm not familiar with Sally Ride, sadly. That name does not ring any bells. Tell me who that is. I'm actually curious. Actually, I'm curious. And not saying it's a bad choice. I'm just curious because I don't know who they are. So why would you choose the name Sucker Rock? I am very curious to see your answer. On a quarter game? Okay. I hear my phone buzzing. Not sure if that's someone sending me messages. Yes, I realize that you mean a quarter as the currency quarter. Let's see, what did you say? Oh, the astronaut Sally Ride. Right, yes, her. I don't know many astronauts by name. Sadly, that's just because I'm really bad with names in general. Just bad with names. There's one missing. Am I? No? Okay. Oh, the next step is just wires. That's literally it. That's just what the next step is. Okay. Oh no, this is the scary part. Let me get this back onto the printer. This is the part I'm not a fan of. Okay. Let me hop back up here. There we go. Nicely clipped in. Look how beautiful that is. That's a beautiful computer right there. Okay, so mains wiring. Secure wires and clips and tie anchors. Okay. 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 So luckily, this LDO actually made all the wires for us. We have the bag of wires here. I just have to open this up and start routing. I will not lie, I'm nervous. I'm actually very nervous. This is the part where if I wire something incorrectly, it could be a big problem. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure we do this right. So two 24-volt PSU, SSR SIG to SSR. So this is to something else. Don't need that. Let's see here. Okay, so this says PE on it. So I'm presuming that this, yeah, so this is live and neutral. This one here. So that's going to be important. And we have this one that says to controller. This is the 24-volt input. Not working on that right now, so I'm going to put it down on the side. This one says to 24-volt PS. What? What? 24-volt P. What? Oh, this dude skipped a step. If the magic smoke comes out, reverse the live stream. No, if it's that easy, absolutely. What the hell? I see all these fancy things added, but I don't see what he did to do this. All right, we're going back to this camera. There we go. So, that's inside. We got a bunch of these colorful parts here. These are terminals of some sort. Okay. So, one of these will go up there. No, so these are the same. So put that to the side. Oh, that's fun. Ooh, fucking cool. So these go next to each other? Like that? No, but that's that can't be seen. No, they go like that. Okay. So they go like that. Are these fucking fuses? What are these? Yeah, these are fuses. Holy shit. 690 volts? 32 amps? Fuck. Okay, hold up, dude. I actually gotta pull the video. Because you totally skipped a step that you probably should have. You skipped a step that I didn't see. I need to see. Alright, so let's drop down to that. Okay, here we go. Am I at that step yet? I didn't install Wagyu. What? Okay. Okay, did that. Okay, did that. As a 5-volt power supply. Um, I don't have that. Moving on. I guess that's okay. Page 201 by February 2019. Over 100 Voron 2 printers had been built and serialized. Cool. Doesn't help me. Okay. What if you don't have the 5-volt? I don't have a 5-volt that I'm aware of. I only have a 24-volt. I don't know if my configuration needs the 5 volt. I don't know. Yeah, someone just look up whether or not the LDO kit comes with a 5 volt power supply for me. I'm gonna go look over here real quick. I don't see a 5 volt power supply. I do not possess a 5 volt. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, look, it's possible it doesn't have 5 volt. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay. I think he skipped a step and added these because looking at this guide here, it does not appear as though those are necessarily required. Anyway, okay, let's just look at this. So let's swap to the other camera. Let's see here. So these are going to go here. I believe PE is going to be our ground. That's what it's looking like, yeah. So PE is our ground. Why are we using ferrules and not hooks? Okay, I'm gonna need to swap out my bit for a Phillips head here. I'm gonna grab that. Oh, that needs a larger. Where's my larger? There it is. Let's put that back. So I don't lose that. There you go. Okay. There we go. This connects to ground. You guys actually can't see what I'm doing because that's too far to the side. Let me lift this up even higher. Gosh, look how tall you are. I literally can't reach this. Oh Lord, I cannot reach this. I'm too short. There we go. That is... You're tall. What time is it? Oh, it's about time for me to go. Okay. I will get this connected and then I have to head out. I got some things I've planned for today. But then I will be back later tonight. We'll pick up where we leave off here. Okay, ground is connected. So let's see, where else does ground connect to? So ground needs to connect from... Let's see. Well, here's the... That's to 24 volt PSU. This is to 24 volt in. SSR. So R pi. So that's the pi up there. SSR signal. Okay. So I don't really see anything that's specifically for anything else. Alright, whatever. So we got line and neutral. Shit, which one's line? Oh, it's gonna be the one that's not blue. I really cannot see what I'm doing here. I'm kind of doing this blind. Oh jeez, this is very precarious. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. I had almost trapped the webcam by the wire. Oh, okay. I'm going to just tilt this printer. There we go. Okay. Now we have to get to the fucking things. Come on. Come on. Wait, am I supposed to plug it directly into that? That doesn't feel right. Hold on. Oh, fucking hell. Did I do something wrong? Almost. Shit, I almost did. Wait. Am I? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Alright, you know what? I'm going to pause it here for now. I do not know exactly how I'm meant to wire this. So I'm going to pick this up later tonight. I'm going to head to board game night and have some fun. But yeah, I'm going to pick this up later tonight. I genuinely do not know how I'm going to wire this, so I'm going to watch a few videos and get back to this. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll be back later, so I'll figure this link out when I get back. See you around, guys. Peace.